ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shits. Subscribe.
Hey, I like how you made me all buffed, man. Right on. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Legends figure review. Not a Marvel Legend, but the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series IG-88. If you're trying to pick this up, you can get it.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Alrighty, very cool looking paint job on this figure. I'm very excited for this one. You can see right there, not much going on. And then on the back, you see IG-88. It's kind of curious they don't have read-up. Anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's IG-88 out of the packaging, or IG-88. I don't know, does anyone say that? I don't say at. I'm not a fan of doing that. I'm an AT guy. But anyway, on to IG-88 over here. A very cool looking figure. I actually went back and forth as far as how I felt about it. Like originally I was like, oh, awesome sculpt, awesome paint apps, but oh, no articulation. Then I was bummed out, and then it took me a little while to find the articulation, which is actually kind of neat. So anyway, let's take a closer look at all these accessories. It comes with 3 weapons right over here, and then we'll take a closer look at IG-88. So IG-88 comes with 3 weapons. He has this long blaster, he has a shorter blaster, which kind of looks like a Stormtrooper blaster. It's definitely not, definitely smaller than a Stormtrooper blaster. And then he has this blade right over here, which is sculpted and painted very well. I like this silver paint a lot, and you can see all these little rough edges and everything, so this blade has been into some battle. You have this nice gold colored handle right over there. It's supposed to have a hole right over there so you could plug it into his forearm, but that hole is non-existent. I tried getting that plugged in and it does not work. And then we get this longer blaster right over here, again sculpted out very nicely. Like how the grip looks right over there. The sculpt looks really nice, so this is pretty cool. And then you also get this shorter one over here that we already saw, so that looks pretty cool too. And they all have this little port right over here. Well, that blade didn't, but you could tell that it was supposed to. And then you get this other one over here. So this longer one is intended for the left hand, and this is one of those things where I thought, like, oh, come on, Hasbro, I can't get him to hold the gun. You know, and I had a hard time getting him to do that, but then I was like, wait, what's that for? And then, yeah, so just plug that in right there, and now he can hold the gun. And then same thing with this side over here. He has actually 2 ports over there, so you can't have him hold this one, but it's tricky getting this one in this hand because you're kind of like stretching that peg on the left arm. So on the right arm, this one's a lot closer and it fits a lot better. And as I mentioned earlier, this is supposed to plug into one of these pegs right here, but they just didn't sculpt that hole in well enough. It's just more like a dent than a hole. And he also has weapon storage, so I like to put the blade handle through this bottom side like that, so you can do that if you'd like. And then you can put either one of those blasters right here in this holster piece right here. I just could put the small one right there, and then the larger one that'll fit in there too, so it's good. You know, it's alright. Now I really like this head sculpt. I believe these 2 little pieces are the eyes from pictures I've seen online. You know, I had to clarify that, but I'm pretty sure those are the eyes. He has all these other little notches sticking out over here. Really nice little bits of red paint for those little pieces that I think are his ears. Not exactly sure. We get some more of those right over there. I love the gunmetal color that we get, and I really like this top part right here. That dunce cap looks really cool. It has this really nice bright silver over it, but it also has like this gunmetal overspray too. And it just has this nice, really cool, dirty look to it. I really like it a lot. And then this torso section is just amazing to me. I love this copper color that we're getting throughout over here. It's more of like a bronze color, I guess. Kind of has like a nice rusted look to it. And he has all these little sculpted little parts to him, all these little canisters and everything. I like the texture right over here. Nice silver paint apps right over there. Nice sculpted detail with these rivets. These are little rubber pieces right there. So those are his elbow joints. It took me a minute to figure that out. So I didn't know he had elbows for quite a while. I love this center piece right over there. Just love that paint fade, man. I just think that looks so cool. And the really bright silver right over here. This just looks really good, just through and through. The paint sculpt on this, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. I really like it. And then he has these like soft rubbery type pieces right over here for these like wires and tubes. I think that looks great. The lower section looks awesome too. I really like this copper color. Again, looks really nice. And these soft tubes, once again, on the right leg. He does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Then here's looking at the back of the figure, which still has a lot of paint on it, you know? So I'm not surprised that Star Wars Legends get more of a budget than the actual Marvel Legends. Which is kind of funny to me. I ain't noticed this earlier, but he has this matte gray piece right over here on his back, which I think is a nice addition as well. So seeing that matte color right there, amongst all this shininess, is really cool. So the articulation on this figure is okay. There's definitely some things I think they could have done better with this this one though. Anyway, you get this 360 rotation right over here at the head joint, so that's cool. His shoulders move outward very far. I like that, and they can move forward. You can also rotate this disc right over here, not the disc, but the ball joint, but you have to make sure that it's all lined up and everything, so I try not to mess with that. You get an elbow joint, as I explained earlier. You get this rubbery piece that kind of hides it, so not quite 90 degrees over there. You also get rotation right here. No wrist swivel or anything like that on this guy. You get an ab crunch that goes all the way forward. I really like that, and it goes all the way back 90 degrees as well. You also get a waist sort of diaphragm swivel, I guess, and then he has no hip articulation. I wish his hips could move outward. That's frustrating, but he can kick forward a bit, and he can move back a bit. You get rotation right over here at his hips. You can move this piece around or just this leg piece around, so you can see how they can both be moved like that, or you can just move this one independently, which is kind of neat. Then he has a single jointed knee that does bend at 90 degrees, and then his ankles move forward and back, no ankle pivot. IG-88 is not a small figure. He's standing a little over 7 inches tall. And then here's IG-88 next to our other 6-inch Black Series bounty hunters. We have Boba Fett, Bosk, and Greedo. So now all we're missing is 4-LOM, Zookas, and Dengar. Great, is it 4-LOM or 4-LOM? And then here's IG-88 next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Oh, no way! C-3PO! Man, I'm such a huge Star Trek fan. Hey, check this out. I got a great C-3PO impersonation. And then here's IG-88 with his larger blaster facing upward as he appeared in Empire Strikes Back. It's kind of tricky getting that to happen with it plugged into that peg over there. And I really do like this figure a lot. I actually highly recommend it because the paint sculpt is just so phenomenal. The articulation is not that bad. I just really like the figure, just love the way it looks. And for me, having to get the bounty hunters, yeah, it's a must get. Anyway, hope you guys liked my review. If you did, please hit the like button. Click any of these boxes right over here if you want more Shart in your eye. Also, check out my Patreon account. Your help's much appreciated. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also go to JediInsider.com. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Pieces sticking out of the side. Oh no.